No football from Ellen Road tonight. The game between Leeds United and Aston Villa was a casualty of the weather, but Coventry and Swindon is on. Our match commentators are here at Ellen Road. Andy Gray and Ian Dark, who have got a job and a half on tonight. Good evening, both.
Yes, good evening to you, Richard. I guess it beats being sent to Coventry, doesn't it, Andy?
This is not new to me, though, Ian. I remember we had to do an FA Cup tie, Martin Tyler and I, from an empty Nottingham Forest Stadium a couple of years ago. So it's not new to me, but what about you?
Well, I think I've had to do an Argentina game from Buenos Aires in the middle of the night. So, I don't know, it's the theatre of the absurd, really, to start the new year. But I reckon we might have a pretty good game down there at Highfield Road to work on. Let's have a look at the two sides for you. We've received them by remote control, and Coventry keep the side that scored an impressive 2-1 victory at Spurs on Saturday. The man of the match there was Chris Marsden, who's moved from Huddersfield, should soon be made permanent. Mick Quinn, who's had a few injury problems lately, still can't force his way in. So John Williams and Roy Wegley playing up front.
Yeah, Phil Neal will, I assume, keep the same formation that's been successful to him recently, and the one that was successful against Tottenham, and that's a 4-4-2 formation. Obviously, the threat and pace of John Williams will be there for all to see, and the craft of Roy Wegley.
As for Swindon Town, they've conceded 10 goals over the holiday period. They do make a change, not in defence though. Keith Scott, the £300,000 striker from Wycombe Wanderers, drops to the subs bench. Paul Bodin comes back on the left of midfield. Craig Maskell will be playing as an out-and-out striker.
Yeah, that's the only change. At the beginning of the season, Swindon Town would be 3 at the back, 5 defenders, sort of, if they wanted, but I think John Gomez thinking with it now. More or less a flat back 4, Ian, I think. Summerby and Bodin both wide on either side. Paul Bodin, he'll be delighted that he's back now in the starting lineup. Goals already from that area, and Andy Much as well has been scoring goals, so that's a pretty confident-looking Swindon side.
OK, limited coverage from Highfield Road. This won't be the best that we've produced for you, but we do have live football, which is really good news. It's Coventry City against Swindon Town. Our match commentators are Andy Gray and Ian Dark.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. 109 live games Sky Sports brought you in 1993. Here comes the first, in rather unusual circumstances, as Richard's been explaining, of 1994. Coventry against Swindon Town. And say what you like about Swindon, they might have been bottom all season, but they've really produced some entertainment in this Premiership this season, Andy.
Yes, they have. I think that, in all honesty, though, Ian, John Gorman has tinkered with the entertainment factor. He's wanted his team to become a bit more physical, a bit tougher to beat. And I think that's probably the reason why results are slowly turning for them.
Be interesting to see Phil Neal's new-look Coventry City as well. The word is that they're playing the passing game a wee bit more, and they were very impressive, by all accounts, at White Hart Lane against Spurs on Saturday. That's Craig Maskell, the number 11 for Swindon, who's about to kick off. He's had his problems this season, but he's in the side for the moment. And he got a couple at Sheffield Wednesday the other day in a 3-3 draw. Swindon have been putting up some more useful performances away from home. Remember, they nearly won at Liverpool. Free kick. Bouncing around dangerously, hacked away gratefully in the end by Coventry.
I think you can see there, any set piece they get, and they put one in there, they've got enough height to cause plenty of problems.
That was Scott winning it. Scott got 2 in his first 2 games for Swindon Town. Coventry breaking. Oh, that's a good ball to find Wegley. This is a real chance here for Coventry. Is this the breakthrough? Yes, it is. Roy Wegley is the scorer. It's his 3rd goal in the last 4 games. And Coventry City at last have the breakthrough.
Oh, it's a magnificent goal. And I tell you what, Chris Marsden deserves a lot of credit. But when Wegley gets in there, he's very emphatic. There's no doubt in his mind what he was going to do. The ball through is from Flynn. In goes Wegley, and he drills it. But what impressed me, when they won the ball in the edge of their own box, Marsden was so easily just to hack to upfield, but he kept his composure. He walked out the box, drove in between a couple of players, and played a smashing ball to Flynn. And we saw the rest from there. It's a wonderful goal.
Have Swindon got an answer to it?
Well, that's what they don't want to do, Coventry. Controlling the game, a couple of minutes left, just giving it away aimlessly like that.
Scott beaten in the air. The miscue is by Babb.
Well, that's a little disappointing, isn't it, at such a crucial stage of the match, but we do appear to have lost those pictures. What, 88 minutes played, Coventry City leading by 1-0. If you've been with us all night, you'll know that we were on something of a wing and a prayer anyway. Our live game at Elland Road between Leeds and Aston Villa was postponed earlier. We moved heaven and earth to get that game for you from Highfield Road tonight. At the moment, we unfortunately have lost our pictures. 1-0 to the Sky Blues with about a couple of minutes left. Terry Yorath and Peter with our guests tonight on the Monday Night Football. And all things being equal, it would appear that Coventry have that game sewn up, Terry. But, as Andy was just saying, a lot can happen in a minute or two, can't it?
Yeah, they deserve it, though. They completely outplayed Swindon in the second half. I felt in the first half that they fell into the trap of playing the way that Swindon wanted them to play, you know, nice and easy and one pace. And the second half they stepped it up and they deserve to be winning. Swindon's
Surviving just, Peter, despite the fact that the woodwork had been hit, the ball had been cleared off the line, and at 1-0 you always fancy your chances, surely.
The ironic thing is that, you know, I mean, all right, there's 3 or 4 minutes left, that they could still get back into the game, and that's the way you think sometimes. You know, you're playing games, you think at 1-0 you've still got a chance, but to be fair, they've not even been in the game. I mean, chances that they've had one, maybe 2 chances, where if Coventry have run it. And it's nice to see my old mate Chris Marsden playing for them on loan, who's was with me at Huddersfield Town, and to be fair, I think he's been the best player on the pitch. He's been everywhere. We've lost our pictures, but we are still in touch with Highfield Road. It remains Coventry 1, Swindon Town 0, and there's about a minute of that match left. It can happen in a minute or two. It's... you won't believe this. It's Coventry City 1, Swindon Town 1. Andy Much has equalised for Swindon, and we'll do our best to get that goal for you before we leave you tonight. The whistle's just gone, in fact. It's 1-1 at Highfield Road, Coventry City 1, Swindon Town 1, which is great news for Swindon supporters. Andy Much with another late equaliser for Swindon Town. And they have made a bit of a habit of that of late, and full marks to them. They're not giving up, are they?
Can we start again now? Swindon thoroughly deserved that draw. Yeah, they have, actually. But you could never, ever see Swindon getting a point out of that game, and Coventry have got to be kicking themselves, because their second-half performance was probably as good as anything you've seen this season from anybody. The passing was superb, the movement was good.
I think it's John Gorman on the pitch there, is it? Just saluting those Swindon Town fans who are as loyal as you like. Follow them up and down the country without too much reward so far this season, but that's a very valuable point at Highfield Road tonight. Very sorry we lost those pictures at a crucial time, but we are doing our best to find that Swindon Town equaliser. We were, of course, as I said, on something of a wing and a prayer tonight, having lost our original match at Elland Road tonight between Leeds and Villa. We moved up to Highfield Road. We've seen a stormer, really. Coventry leading by 1-0 for a fair time. Wagley the scorer in the second half. And then Swindon Town found themselves an equaliser with just a couple of minutes left to play. Scored by Andy Much. And we'll find it as soon as we can.
You've got to be thinking that Coventry must have made a mistake somewhere along the line.
Here it is, Terry. This is the equaliser. We're into the final minute here. We must be, with Swindon still pressing forward. As we said, Coventry had hit the bar, seen one cleared off the line, but that's a good goal.
Yeah, good finish.
That's a great finish, to be fair. I mean, he's made a great run into the box. Probably, I mean, they've only had, what, 3 or 4 crosses that have gone into the box. And what we were complaining about, funnily enough, there wasn't getting enough bodies into the box. And all of a sudden, they get enough bodies into the box. And
it's a good ball and a good take, isn't it?
Yeah. And he's just got in front of it.
Good finish. Great finish.
Great finish. I mean, it's not Highfield Road they're leaving, is it? They've got out of jail, I think.
We're live again now. Those Coventry fans going home might disappointed. Swindon Town supporters amongst them are absolutely delighted. That's a hard-earned draw tonight at Highfield Road. Survived by the skin of their teeth, but it's a valuable point. Coventry City 1, Swindon Town 1.